Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back here to another video. It's Coach Yari from the Creative Sports College and we're going to talk about elbow pain today. And elbow pain is something that most people encounter by overuse or using the muscles in the forearm too much. And what you see most of the time is that people have pain from this from working all day. Now, especially that we're working from home a lot, we see a lot of people sitting behind their desks in postures that are not per se the best postures to work in. And that also results to arm positions that are also not in the best position we want to work in. And then when you're in that arm position, most of the time, this movement of the fingers, the typing or the clicking on the mouse, results in irritation here on the top part of the elbow, which we commonly know as the tennis elbow, because it also originates from that backhand in tennis, where you would overuse the extensors of the wrist. Now, how do we counter this and why should you do it will be coming up next. Now, we first have to understand why this muscle is being overworked. If you're sitting like this all the time and you're doing the motion of where you lift up your fingers, then you will engage this. You can do this with me right now. Place your hand on your knee and start to move your fingers like this and look at your forearm near to your elbow. And you will see muscles moving, kind of like rolling in that sense. And those muscles are all the way attached here to the side of the elbow. Now, if you would fully engage that by lifting up the wrist and the fingers, stretching them out, you can feel that this muscle starts to engage even more. Now, you want to feel this muscle for the entire time on the forearm. You want to feel where it goes. You want to feel where it's located, because you need this in order for it to massage it, right? Okay, so we know now that this muscle, one of the extensors of the forearm and the wrist and the fingers, is going to be one that can irritate this region. Now, why should you, of course, even consider trying to massage this or strengthen this area? Well, often the forearms are very overlooked. Not a lot of people train these very specifically, or they don't really massage it or take care of it. It's mostly shoulder region, neck, knees, and back that most people are paying a lot of attention to. But the origin of power transfer to, let's say, a weight or something else lies most of the time in the hand. So if this region is not very efficient in its movement, then it will cause problems all across the body up the chain, or it can cause pains in that region. So let's take a lot of good care of these regions. Also in the feet is very important, but we'll get to those later. Cool. Now, if you're working constantly behind your desk or something else, and you constantly strain this and you're not taking care of it, of course it will not go away. Resting will not help it that much because you're constantly doing the work. So let's make an option so that you can get rid of this pain without you stopping your work or doing something else, okay? So here we go. You have a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, something like that you can use to massage it, or you could use your fingers. We're going to locate the muscle. Now, how are we going to do this? You're going to try and feel what is going on here. All right? Are these muscles tight? And you have to keep them relaxed to massage them for now. So I want you to put them on a desk. You're going to feel with your index and your middle finger stacked on top of each other like this. So your middle finger goes on top of your index finger. And you're going to push just a little bit here on that forearm. And you're going to try and find a spot that is a little bit painful, that you're like, ooh, that one is a little sensitive. And I want you to move with this pressured finger. I want you to move very slowly. And when you put a lot of pressure in, I want you to push it up your arm, so towards the heart. So when you push towards the heart. And I want you to do this slowly, because if you go fast, you're going to activate the region. Just like what you do when you slap on something, it goes to activate. So that's the same thing here. If you slap or move fast, it activates. You want to keep it slow and controlled. Nice and controlled. Push towards up the heart. And I would say go for 1 minute on this arm. You can also do that later on, lower maybe in the arm, but most of the time it's like this top part that you want to pay most attention to. You could also do that with your ball and do it like that if you find that more helpful. Now, strengthening the other muscles, the flexors of the hand, is also very important to do, because that makes a counter tension towards this one, and it will take some relief, and it will make this one less stressful. So we're going to train the grip. Now, how can you do this? You can do this by folding up a towel in your hand, or a t-shirt or something else, and you're just folding it in and you're trying to squeeze it tight. But the most important thing is that you keep your wrist either in line or slightly flexed. So this one is stretched out and this one is flexed. And that is important because then we get some tension off this and we put tension in this muscle here, in the grip strength. So I want you to train that grip strength. You can also do that by holding on to, let's say, a couple of books. You pinch grip them like this, and you feel the strength becoming more in the hand and in the forearm. You can also do that by training here in the gym, holding onto weights like farmer carries and all the good stuff. So I want you to be aware of what you're doing. Now, if you, of course, have this pain, don't go by yourself and try to completely fix it all by yourself. I want you to, of course, have a professional next to you, like one of our coaches or something else, or someone else that you might know that can help you, just to steer you a little bit in a good direction. All right, just a little bit help. And this video is also for that. So just to steer you in a direction that you understand where it comes from and that you can understand where the pain comes from and your steps moving forward on how to fix that. And I will see you guys in the next video.